would you wear gloves to put flowers on a grave? He's not wearing gloves in any of these other cemetery visits. Only this one. And look at the date.
That's 2 days before Anson's murder.
I think he was wearing gloves to protect himself from the poison that he hid in the flowers. Poison he put there so somebody else could come and pick it up and kill Anson with it.
I don't know how, but I think you did it.
An internet company founder was poisoned to death on a flight. As soon as Karadek and I arrived at the scene, FBI Special Agent Ronnie showed up. The case was immediately turned into a joint investigation between our team and the FBI. To identify the poison as quickly as possible, Ronnie sent the body straight to the FBI lab. Meanwhile, I found a USB flash drive in the victim's pocket. One look was all it took. I knew it didn't belong to him. He built his company after inventing flash memory technology. There was no way he'd be carrying someone else's USB drive. I immediately asked Daphne to plug it into a computer. The moment she did, the police department's firewall completely crashed. The drive had clearly been loaded with a powerful virus, but that was also when something clicked. If someone could secretly slip a USB drive into the victim's pocket, they could have poisoned him just as easily. We immediately pulled the surveillance footage. It didn't take long before we spotted the man who slipped the USB drive into the victim's pocket. Within minutes, the FBI had an AI-generated profile of the suspect.
I believe the killer was likely a single white man, educated but unemployed, someone in his orbit. Likely a professional contact who had the ability to get close.
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility.
You got another one?
Let's see. Based on my own data called gut instinct, given Anson's polarizing views on technology, I think it is possible that the killer could be a shut-in who hated Anson, a Luddite who disliked technology, somebody who was pissed off at what the company was doing, right? Because this just feels like a personal thing to me.
The words had barely left my mouth when the FBI matched the suspect through facial recognition. Simon was quickly brought in for questioning, but his explanation caught all of us off guard. He claimed he only wanted to show off his skills with the USB drive and use it to land a job at the victim's company. Just to be safe, Ronnie decided to wait for the toxicology report before checking whether Simon had ever purchased the poison. But then the case took a shocking turn. On the way to the FBI lab, the transport vehicle was ambushed. The body, along with every piece of evidence, was reduced to ashes in an instant. When Ronnie got the news, he completely lost it.
You made the wrong call.
The wrong call about what?
My team doesn't need assistance. It's causing too many problems.
I'll make you a deal. You show us all your intel, and if we come up empty, we'll back off the case. What do you say?
Come up short, you're out.
Karadek and I immediately headed to the FBI Intelligence Center. We spent the entire night reviewing every toxicology expert in Los Angeles. Before long, one name stood out. A toxicologist named Kenneth. 3 years earlier, his daughter had taken her own life after being targeted by AI deepfake harassment. Since then, he had visited her grave every week. But just 2 days before the murder, he wore gloves to leave flowers for the first time.
I think he was wearing gloves to protect himself from the poison that he hid in the flowers. Poison he put there so somebody else could come and pick it up and kill Anson with it.
Karadek and I immediately went to find Kenneth. The second he saw us, he turned and ran for the stairs. The next second, he lost his footing, flipped over the railing, and crashed to the floor below.